boot. Okay, then you know what? I don't even need this chill synth FM music because I have more than enough to. So let's mute that. Let's bring
Boom
that
to
back up a bit.
you.
And we need to give you buttons. Boom
Oh
buttons.
my lord, the screen came alive with light.
Now, are you on a laptop yet, or are you still on a phone, Des?
I'm still on the phone. I'm
Okay.
saving up currently for. I don't know if that laptop my daughter has is capable of having more than just one person on without it freezing.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean. It's only four gigabytes of RAM, and I think they
Yep.
said in order to have better streaming, it's up to 8 minimum. You know.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that ramage.
So the price you're talking about probably about doubles.
Probably.
So that just means we need to set up a private GoFundMe page for you and just dump some bills in it.
I wonder if the RAM is expandable in the machine, because that would be cheaper.
Some of them are, but it
That would
depends
be
on
what I
if
would
it's like
explore.
one of those all-in-one little ones where it's sealed. Michael, thank you, sir.
Look at CS and his laundry list of awesomeness happening in his life. That is
Working on a couple
cool.
things: a 3D project a client
For a client.
for a client. I'm seeing. Yep.
Did I
Thinking
hear a
about
Dr.
Inktober
Pepper
a lot.
open?
You sure did.
And jumping back to some HBO stuff on Monday. Now you can't show us the HBO stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you can't really show us the client 3D thing because that's for a client until it's done.
He's been testing it on his IG stories.
Okay. Nope. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't something that that we were missing out on.
I'm already getting that FOMO, CS. Can't wait. When it's all done, you'll have to tell us, I did that. And then I'll fast forward to the end where the credits roll up and you're in that big block of text of all the artists. And I'll be like, hey, I know that guy.
Mm-hmm. I can see you saying that.
I actually do. In the theaters, you know, when you're waiting at the end of the Marvel movies for like the 5-hour long credits to roll through, I'm like, good job, Juan Sanchez, for your whatever you did.
Mm-hmm. I like picking out specific names that point out at me.
Yes, it's so fun.
So I have to tell Carrie and Joe that they gave me really bad high blood pressure because I can't handle shows like that.
Oh
yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on them and that awesome music that we had last night.
Man,
that was. Who is our anonymous user?
I think that's Alan, my friend Alan on Facebook.
I was gonna say I don't know that it would show up anonymous on my end. Maybe I don't know. So I'm thinking it might be one of yours.
Hi, Alan.
And yes, this skull is absolutely gorgeous. I agree with you.
My children are being dramatic.
No. And we lost Lindsay.
No, I'm still here. I just clicked a button that I didn't want to click.
All right, let's come down a little bit so we can see a moth.
I meant to click that button though.
I see.
Yeah, last night was amazing. I don't even know how I got through the entire night.
Oh my gosh. It was such a fun night from from Jeremy rolling into Hapstars, rolling into Brian's post party stream, and then I rolled in the late night cleanup crew. Me and Des, we shut down the site for the night.
I thought I seen you guys go live like when I woke up and checked
my
notifications.
I did not do any drawing at all on Thursday. So I was like, Wednesday. So I was ahead, but in order to continue to stay caught up and not get behind, I had no choice but to come on yesterday and do a thing. And so I posted my retro today on time.
I think I've seen it.
Yes.
It looks amazing. I was just like, Star Trek.
Yes, it happened.
Hello,
the sister is not letting the brother play with her on video games, and so he's having a literal meltdown right now.
How?
So if it sounds like my children are dying, they're fine.
Dare
They're
she?
fine.
Same here. My kids, yeah. Except mine just randomly scream, "Mommy, I love you!" across
Say,
the
do you hate it when your
house,
kids
and I'm
fight,
like,
Des?
Ryan
"Hi."
can build out some notes, I tell you. Oh my gosh, he is phenomenal, dude. He gives me goosebumps just smiling. And then
You
he
know, the
opens his
entire
mouth.
time. Oh yeah, right.
God
Oh, sorry.
bless. Oh no, please talk over me. I
No,
love
like when I was looking at no, I don't mean to. Oh my god, I'm so terrible at this.
No, you're not bad at all. I'm just being ornery as hell. Anyway,
She's being dramatic.
I am
Haps.
being
Why am
dramatic.
I blurry haps?
What is happening?
Peter,
Happening.
Peter, you had one
When
job.
Peter. Oh, hi.
the only
Hi,
thing,
everybody.
the thing that came into my mind when I saw your piece of artwork, the one you just posted on Instagram, was your
Yeah.
little story we were cracking up with last night. How you were like, "Excuse me, ma'am,
Pardon,
let me
pardon me,
just."
ma'am. May I please shade underneath your boobage?
And we
Just
were
don't mind
laughing so
me.
hard.
Pardon me, please. Yes. I mean, don't you get even like the slightly most awkward feeling whenever you're coloring anatomy and you're up in the naughty bits area? And you're like, pardon me, sir, can I please get in here and accentuate your area so you show dimension? I mean, seriously, it's like I have that moment. It's just, I guess maybe I was just raised in a conservative state, and that's
There's
just,
a
Oh man.
reason why I waited until I was almost 30 to start drawing women.
Well,
I can't
Yeah.
draw
I was
boobies.
like, when I was drawing my nose here, like it felt like I had to pick my nose.
Yeah, when
In a
when
way,
you
I'm
work
like,
on
wait,
certain
that.
body parts, there's certain emotional attachments that you have to the way you feel about it. It's just like, maybe you've just done it so many times that you're like jaded, but there's other times where it's just like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I did not choose them to animate you this way, but I'm going to have to replicate this. So I'm sorry in advance that I
You even picked up the piece of paper to like,
I was
excuse
just
me.
like, sorry, ma'am. Can I all of the bits get a little pencil love. CS knows what I'm talking about over there.
Yeah, but think about CS. He's like, okay, so I got to draw this, but I got to draw it in 3D. So I have to turn this thing around
Oh yeah,
and
he
look at
gets
it from this
all up in
angle.
all the
He's like
crevices.
upside
There's
down.
no spot unturned in the 3D world.
No, so CS has to get even more.
All up in it.
I know, I worry about my thought form when I'm on the toilet. So, you know what I mean? Like when you're thinking things and you're like, I wonder what this looks like upside down. And you're like, no. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, and then you're thinking about that with your art. You're like, wait, I
Well,
wonder what
Des,
this
if you're
looks
really
like drawn
curious, you
this
can
way.
take like one of your daughter's like ponies or Barbie dolls or whatever, and you can just explore away at any angle, and
I,
it'll give you a general concept of how that
Well,
is.
Des
I know
also
what the
has.
concept is, but it's like, you still have those thought forms as a human
That's so
being.
funny. Oh my gosh. I wonder what this looks like if
So,
I had a
Mr.
toilet can.
Riley,
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I am so dead right now. That's disgusting and hilarious all at the same time. Hi, Riley. Welcome to the stream where we're talking about
What?
interesting angles and way to
Oh.
view objects.
Des, you do have an
Oh
interesting
god.
talent that most of us can't do.
Giggle?
No, she could go back to her dancing,
Yes.
hook up a GoPro, and just get all the angles.
Oh wow. Hmm.
I have done that.
I couldn't do that.
She's like, been there, done
I have
that.
done it. It looks funky. It is
It looks
funky
funky.
looking. Like having the camera at the base of the pole while it's looking up, and it's like some weird angles. Like you're like,
I've never seen that. So that would be
whoa.
an
Like
interesting description of life because it's
I have pictures somewhere.
that would be because you're used to looking at it straightforward or whatever. You're never thinking, yeah, that's a weird angle.
Does Riley want to join? Does he have
I
a
gave him an invite, but he just
okay.
got done streaming himself. So
Hold on.
Well, Jeremy, just imagine you being a model and then like someone else taking pictures of you. And then like you're looking at those pictures like, no, I don't like that angle.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
Well, I don't like it any angle when people are taking pictures of me. I'm like, no, stop.
It takes like 50 pictures just for one to turn out good.
Like my daughter just got a brand new dress that I'm like, okay, I have to go buy a new gun. Yeah, exactly. And so I was like, I need to find a weapon, and we had this small little red bat, and so I grabbed it and stood behind her while she was taking a picture with this mean like dad face, and I was like, there, show all the boys this picture. It is an adorable dress though. It's one where like the midsection or just above like where the rib cage is, not the stomach area, but the rib cage, has these like slits cut out,
Oh.
and then right down by the waist it actually opens up um to like drape down, your legs, but the middle section's open. So like if you're wearing shorts or something underneath, it's one I don't know how to describe the dress.
I know it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
We weren't allowed to wear those when we were younger. Well, I wasn't.
well, that's why I was like, I really need more weapons because I gotta keep people away from her. She's gonna own the world one of these days, and I'm just hoping I'm still around to see it.
You will be.
Well, if I
So
don't get this
yes.
blood pressure thing figured out.
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling lately. Like, holy crud! Like, it like comes on fast too.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just come out of the blue sometimes, and you'll just be sitting there like say looking at your phone, and you're just like, holy crud! I need to eat something fast and now and warm and good.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with hypoglycemia with me. Like, it sucks. But yeah, that's funny. CS takes 60 pictures to find a good one. He was just typing that when I said that. He's so funny.
You have that look of a mom who's ready to strangle.
Well,
Uh-oh.
my son has a lot of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult using his words. So
I I I screamed a lot and held my breath. So yes, you're talking to a former emotional child.
It's okay.
he just
I used to bang on my head on the floor. So, yeah, you're not alone on that.
he self-invited himself
Sorry,
to
go
be a
ahead.
multiplayer on a PlayStation that he wasn't invited to join on, and so he was having a moment
Mm. Yep.
because sister kicked him off multiple times.
Mm.
That is so evil, and I love it. I mean, I'm gonna join. Kick. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. I'm gonna join again. Kick.
Well, it was in the same room on the same machine, so I mean,
Oh, even more.
Oh.
yeah. So he was up here on my husband's computer watching YouTube. I was like, "Can you please leave and go watch YouTube in the playroom downstairs?" And yeah, I know sis is savage. I'm telling you what. But he decided that he was not going to go to the playroom to watch YouTube. He was instead going to play Minecraft with sister. And instead of asking if he could play with her, he just went and grabbed the other remote and logged into his profile and jumped into the game.
Mm.
And I was like, "Did you ask? Were you invited?" "No, but I just did it and it was on my profile." I'm like, "I don't care whose profile it was on. Did you ask?"
It'd be different if there's two different systems. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was his own system and they were doing a different thing, yeah, that's completely different. But
Yeah, dual screening Minecraft on one screen is rough.
yeah, it's pretty.
So what is the day we're on, Lindsay?
11 Insignia is the one I'm
You're on
doing.
Insignia. Okay.
Yes, I'm moving forward to tomorrow because it
I
sounded like a good thing to do.
was flipping through stuff to look for retro, and I
Mhm.
ran across something that I wanted to do, but I already had my mind. Oh, mommy. but I ran across something that I wanted to do for retro. But like I said, I had already had planned what I wanted to do. But it will work for day 12, which is computer. So I'm going to transfer my secondary guess for day 12. Because I'm sticking with what I have up on here, taking us back to 1979 with SciFiTember RETRO. That I'm going to draw tonight, as soon as I finish the moth.
You guys are such bosses at creating every single day like that.
I don't create every day. I mean, I've actually created all of this in one day in my life, and I've just gone back in time to each day and posted.
Well, phooey.
Yes, other people might use time travel for nefarious purposes. No, I use it just to post daily art. As a matter of fact, I invented time travel because of that. I missed one day on accident after like 6,042 days. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I just missed a day. How did that happen? And I was like, I have to invent time travel now.
Okay, Phil is future.
So what was the reason you invented time travel? I missed a daily drawing. Oh, God, I feel, yeah.
You still feel like that?
I'm feeling better. Like, I don't feel the pressure on my chest.
One. No, I don't want one.
But my head is still feeling off.
You feel
I even took
fuzzy?
my medicine before I started drawing because I didn't know how long this was going to go.
You can have this one and I'll have this
I
one.
don't want one, baby. Here, take it back to the kitchen. No, I don't want this one, Mo.
You can have that one. No, you can eat it. You can eat it.
Oh, a sneeze coming.
That's how I was feeling like 5 seconds ago. Like, oh no.
Oh.
She came in here.
Nope. When I go forward and I'm in the fan again, though, it's probably going to start tickling. Oh.
The nefarious nose tickle.
Yes.
I couldn't even say that. Jeez.
Now y'all know why I don't stream after or before 9.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to get back to 9 o'clock streaming. I really would.
No, I did not mean that as a diss for you at all.
No, but I get it. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started my 9 o'clock time was because when my daughter was younger and, we had everybody living in the house. So I had all 3 grandchildren here. Trying to draw before that was exactly what you're going through.
Yeah.
And so, we had a
circus for sure.
bedtime of 8 o'clock back when they were in school and younger and elementary and all the other fun stuff before I got a 13-year-old and life just stopped. But, so by putting them to bed by 8, that gave me time to put them to bed once,
Yep.
put them to bed twice, put them to bed the third time, threaten them with their lives, and
Yes.
then finally sit down by 9 and go, okay, I think they're done getting up and, could actually sit down and do it. No,
Yeah.
it's quite all right. Oh, Riley, with his first. Yes, I was making sure. No, his second. Darn it, I thought it was his first. It's his second. His second big reward of the month.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, we're at the age where we hide remote controls from one another to prevent each other from enjoying recreational activities, fighting and squabbling over every breath we take. The mommy, he's touching me is a thing that won't end.
No.
Oh my gosh.
It is constant WWE with these two. 24 hours a day. Okay, take that back.
Did that too.
The waking hours they're together, it's not 24 hours. It's probably about 7 roughly. And that's probably a little extra because at school they're obviously apart. But
Oh my gosh.
the peace that I experience with my 2 children are when they're sleeping.
I remember getting in fights with my 2 twin sisters, and like I would sit on what side would I sit? I would sit on the right side of the car in the back seat, and so it was me, Rachel, and Rachel would sit in the middle, and Crystal would sit on the other side, and Rachel would be looking out my window, and I used to say, "Stop looking out my window!" Like that's how bad it was. I was
This is
like,
my life.
"What?"
That is the theme of my life. Literally 30 seconds into picking them up from school today, they start, and I want to murder them before I even reach the entrance to my neighborhood. And it's only a 2-minute drive. You should lock them in a puzzle room so they have to work together. Oh my God. When they were a little smaller and I had to spend the entire day with both of them here, I would take my husband's undershirt and put it on both of them at the same time. And they had to hug it out.
Yes, the hug out.
Until they stopped. That was brilliant. I wish I would have filmed that because that was like one of my parenting successes. I think I learned that on like Pinterest or something. And I was like, that looks most ridiculous, but the most effective, amazing thing I've ever seen.
You should try putting 3 of them together in one.
Wow. That's impressive too.
So I need some clarification, Des. You were telling your story.
Oh,
and you said twin sisters.
Uh-huh.
So are the 2 sisters twins, or are all 3 of you?
Oh, them 2 are twins, and I'm the oldest.
Okay. No, that's why I was like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out in my head, and I'm like, wait, are there 3
when
of
she
you?
first said it, I was processing that too, and then I was just like, no, I think I have that one sorted.
I
got confused.
Like, the world cannot exist with 3 Deses.
That would be a lot. And plus they would be triplets if they were all.
Right. They would be, but I didn't know, like some people just, Joe is live.
I couldn't imagine myself either.
Joe is live,
everyone. Joe is live?
Hollywood Horror Nights.
Joe is live.
That's fun. I'll catch that later. I kind of already know.
Right.
Been there, done that. Yeah, it's a big deal. That's like his Halloween might as well be like Christmas for the Burks. So
it should be Christmas for everyone.
Deal. It's kind of a big deal. I know CS's household is really big fans of Halloween as well.
Is it? Oh, I see. Chris Gales is also online right now, so that's where all the other 500,000 followers are.
Oh.
That's where half the other million people are.
It's really funny because
look how beautiful that is there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
As it freezes. Come on.
I love Universal. It was funny because I have listened to Chris Gales multiple times, like on my phone while we're out and about, and so Josh hears the music, but probably blocks out any logistics or connection to it at all. And then one day he texts me and he was like, that Chris Gales guy that you listen to on Haps is on Reddit right now. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Ella.
So randomly he found Chris without any instruction from me because he frequents the Reddit app often. He lives there. Foamy's live now too? What in the butt? Everybody is going live today.
My spirit bunny is here.
Did you say what in the butt?
I did. What in the butt?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Butters.
What in the butt?
I was about to say that was a song.
It is a song.
Hap hug. There you go. There's your little hug.
That's a throwback moment there. I don't even know why my brain went there, but it did.
What
and I liked
in
it.
the butt?
What in the butt? Was that Mad TV, maybe?
For a second, I was thinking Good Burger, but I don't.
Yeah, it's like I want to say it was all that, or it was like a Keenan and Kel show, possibly. It was one of those two 90s comedy situation happening.
So
in the butt.
Can I pat myself on the back a little bit for
Can you
last
please?
night's award?
Yes.
Because when I got on and everyone was live and I was like, I have to go spend $5. I have to go spend $5. I need some coins. It's Llama Day time.
That
And
was fantastic.
all 3 of them did it. What a way to kick off season 3.
That's great.
Going on
I don't
a few
think Joe
hours
has
before
ever
season
done
2.
the Llama Stay before. I don't think Joe ever did the Llama Stay before that.
I don't think so. And when
think
Carrie
that
was
was his
explaining it,
first.
I was like, no, don't. He can't put his hand like. No, just let him do
I
it
know.
his way. I was
Yeah.
trying to yell at her, but she didn't listen to me.
He
But
sorted
she
it out.
got it. She got it. She figured it out.
Yeah. They got it all sorted. Haps hug.
I know. And we're gonna be supporting CS Live later.
Back on October. Ooh, I'm excited to see that, CS. That's exciting.
What time are you thinking, bud?
My husband went to go get sandwiches, so I'm not going to be here long. But I will be catching all lives and replays of all the peeps because I can't resist. I can't stay away from all you lovely people.
Buddy.
Yeah.
The window.
Yeah, Pacific. So 2 hours, roughly.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I should be able to jump in then. All the peeps. That's a lot of peeps. It is. That's what we do here on Haps is gather
Ella,
the peeps.
you know how I do it? The mobile app has a double time replay feature.
Does it?
Yeah. When you do the replays on the mobile app, the player allows you. You see a 1.0x by the player button.
Yeah.
You can tap that number and it'll bring it up. You can do 1.5 or 2 times speed.
Interesting.
I highly encourage you to go check out any of the streams with Peter and Pablo and listen to them in chipmunk voice. That's fantastic.
Oh my god, I have to, that's how I have to watch
Or
it now.
slow it down to half speed and you can hear them sound like they're drunk. Pablo sounds like he hits the tequila bottle during the streams of the week. It's hilarious.
It's up here. Just so everyone knows, tonight is
or whiskey or whatever.
It is sponsored by 1867. We got some blended Canadian whiskey, and while we're talking Canadian whiskey, where is Luke?
Where is Luke? Somebody hop on that ham radio. Oh, it's Friday night. Friday night is ham radio night for him. That's his thing.
Yep. See, that's my fault for not paying attention enough. Thank you. Thank you, Linz.
I do what I can.
A very affordable and very delicious drink. And I like to sip on it because it keeps my voice going.
It keeps that sultry tone.
Yeah, it does. Can that get... Oh, that's right. I moved up. I'm like, why can't I see this little itty-bitty moth? The only thing that I do not like about this webcam, I don't have a zoom feature to be like, let's get in tight on this.
Really? What do I do that?
I'm so used to broadcasting on the old thing with a phone that I could just, let's get in tight. It's going really close.
Tight like a tiger.
Jameson is your jam and Four Roses. I've never had Four Roses. I've had some Jameson. My wife is a big proponent of Jack Daniels, and she can no longer drink it, so I drink it for her. But that doesn't stop her from collecting the bottles. We have lots and lots of bottles.
Four Roses is tough.
Well, then I'm going to have to give it a shot.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. And just so you guys know that the party is in full effect, come up here a little bit. It is in.
Oh my gosh, it's a red Solo cup.
Thank you. I couldn't say it because then it would hurt my inner feelings to bring country into my vocal cords.
Let's have a party.
but I would let you
Oh
do this.
man, memories with that
He's gonna
song.
kick me out of his damn room. Get out of here with that
If I
trash.
didn't invite it, which I did, I was like, look, Lindsay, do you know what this is? I mean, it's not like, last night's broadcast where Lindsay was over there and she was like, you know what? Save a horse.
Right, cowboy.
I found me a cowboy. And she's muted, so she can't say anything about us.
I'm not muted.
I know. But I meant our co-partner is muted, so she can't.
Oh, yes. Oh, my.
But yeah, it was a great first broadcast.
Are we hearkening back to Hap Stars again?
Yes, I can't get off the
Okay.
show. It was the energy level was
The chemistry was popping.
yeah, it definitely
Guess
it
who's
felt
guest
fresh.
hosting on the 21st?
Who?
Me.
You?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Carrie messaged me today and she was just like, Joe's gone for 2 of those days. Can you take one of those spots? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, which one do you want? You get to pick. So the 21st, I get to co-host with Carrie. It's going to be fun.
Let me see how that coordinates. 21st, today's the 10th. 20.
That's October 21st.
Oh,
by the way.
Sorry. Let me flip.
Yes,
Oh, wait,
the October 21st, not the September. I realize we're still early in the month. Let's not rush it too much. But yes, mark your calendars. Put a little note.
Okay, I will just have to save up some for there because it'll be on it'll be because I'll get paid on the 15th.
No worries, dude. No worries.
And the 21st will be a full week after I get paid. But I'm just gonna throw some stars on or some coins on and save them so that I can drop some coinage on your show too.
Yay! So that'll be fun. Yeah, Joe's going to be on vacation for 10 days. So it kind of overlaps.
We don't work on vacation?
Not when you're in the middle of the forest and like Pigeon Forge, Appalachian mountains.
I still think that I would find a way to broadcast. I can't.
If there's
I
a
can't
will,
stop.
there's a way.
My wife's brother has a satellite phone, so I could probably just borrow that.
Ah, yes.
Because he's not military, but he is. So he's contracted. So he's not in service.
Oh, he's a civilian.
Yes,
he's military civilian wise.
He breaks codes and jams signals.
Fun.
And he got to sit right on the front lines for a lot of the last few years.
Oh, he's like a legal hacker, essentially.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
That's why I laugh at somebody when they're like, oh, dude, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I could do things and you could be done. I couldn't, per se, do them, but I know people that know things. Heck yeah. Yeah, he had an incident that he couldn't go into a lot of detail with, but he contacted us and was like, I can't tell you guys what's going on. He's like, but I can tell you that something happened. I am okay. He's like, but in case you hear something on the news, because it is.
Yeah, that's not panic invoking at all.
Well, and then
Don't
later,
worry,
after the fact, he's like, yeah, basically we had
I think my dinner just got here.
Launch right through the room that I was in and land 3 feet from me, but didn't detonate.
Wow.
And he's like, our base was attacked and blah, blah, this. But, at the time, he couldn't tell us this. He could just say, an incident happened. I'm okay. I'm scared, but that's what these guys are here for. And he's like, they figured out something and they got into where we were at. And when it wasn't like, one of the big bases where they like have, this is a military base. They were like
That's
off
terrifying.
yeah. So I was like, wow.
Okay, to be continued, friends. I'm going to go eat dinner. So I will.
What is for dinner, by the way?
We have sub sandwiches with some really, really good
Ooh.
gourmet cookies that I can't wait to get into because it's pumpkin season. I had to get the pumpkin cookies. I'm kind of excited about it.
I think tomorrow I'm treating myself with a Super Bird from Denny's because they're one of my favorite Denny's meals.
Nice.
But yeah, go eat.
All right, I'll be back later. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye. And now there were two.